With the news that Game Pass Ultimate is going up by 33% to $30 a month, I want to discuss a growing concern I have, not just with the video game market, actually more so with the ESA, the governing body of the gaming industry. Because I don't think these price increases are actually from anything specific. I think some of them are from tariffs, but not actually all of them. I actually believe the ESA is to blame for the price increases we're seeing right now, because none of this seems particularly natural. I think there is a major problem right now with the tech industry, how it's not growing. And I believe companies and the ESA and the game industry are seeing that and realizing, hey, we're not getting any new players. We're not getting any new market share. We're not even getting any new player hours. And they found the only way to increase monthly and yearly, quarterly profits is to raise the prices of all of their products. They're doing what I call the fast food model, where during COVID, fast food went up drastically in price until they hit a cap that the customer would not pay. Then you started seeing it go down just a little bit by little bit. With Wendy's Biggie Bag and McDonald's meal deals, you started seeing them go down, but they never really fully went down. I'm seeing a similar and worrying trend with the video game market. The problem with the video game market, though, when you do this, is there is a point, and a much earlier point, where people are going to drop off. But the video game industry isn't used to losing. They're not used to players being priced out, because they're used to customers being able to shut up and take it. They're used to this, and we gotta say no. We can't let this continue. I don't know. This cannot continue. It just can't. Like, this hobby genuinely was already expensive in this country, but I'll tell you what, in other countries, this hobby is way more expensive than the United States. So the fact that even in the United States it's expensive for us says a lot. If you, I'll just give you an example. If you try to buy a game console in like a country where import tariffs are a lot higher, good luck ever owning a console. It's unreal. You know, look at Brazil. I mean, obviously their economic situation is a lot worse than anyone else with tariffs, but that's a true console being affected by tariffs. I do believe the tariffs are affecting prices. Do not get me wrong. I'm not one of those. They are affecting prices. But the thing about the console market is I believe this whole pricing structure model where they're trying to increase everything so fast is a artificial thing right now. They see an opportunity and they're going to take it. And there are other motives for why they're doing this. And we all know why. Because COVID's over. They need to make money. They stopped making money right after the pandemic. So how do you increase profits? You start jacking up the prices. We all know this. This is how they do it. And they know they're a market that people enjoy and it brings people happiness. So they know, like a drug dealer, they know that they can keep jacking up the price and people will buy it. We need to say no. Like, this cannot continue. I love the gaming business. I love following it. I love playing these games, these products. I love covering the business, right? But when you see a company actively fucking you, like what Microsoft and Nintendo are doing right now, and I own a Switch too. I'm not going to deny it. I'm not going to deny that we fall. There are things we want, and no matter what anyone will tell us, we'll buy it. Switch 2 is an example of that. I knew it was a product that would screw me, and I bought it. And after the fact, I'm like, well, why did I do this? Because I just realized all they want is to screw us at this point. They really don't care about their own art, their own history. I mean, the ESA has been an organization built on the fact that they don't care about legacy. The ESA has actively pursued tampering with game preservation. I mean, the video game, the national video game, you get the idea. It's so infuriating. Because I want this stuff to be preserved. I want our history. This medium is one of the newest mediums in entertainment history. I mean, look at the film industry. The early days of film are almost like 80% of films before 1930 are gone. Do we want that to happen with the video game business? Because of greed from the ESA and these fucking publishers. No, we don't want this. we're heading down one of the most slippery slopes of all time because we're letting all this shit come to pass, and we're just letting them take it. We got to put our foot down as consumers. This is done. Because, I mean, let me tell you something. I'm not one of those people who are always like, buy physical games. And you might be wondering, why am I saying don't buy physical games when I'm talking about game preservation? Because physical games are not game preservation. That might be a hot take, but I don't believe they are. They're better for preservation than other forms. Like digital has no way to preserve it if the servers go down. But I don't think physical copies are also preservation. You know what preservation looks like to me? Preservation is archives, it's museums, it's documentation, it's public records, it's files that you can copy. These are the things that are actual game preservation. When you have a physical copy of a game, you still own a license. And we do want to own licenses to our products, but we also want to own our damn products. But right now, even owning a disc is not game preservation to me. Game preservation is also not Game Pass or a digital catalog that gets to be removed at whim. Game preservation is history. Game preservation is why the ESA will not let us preserve this history. And the reason stuff like Game Pass is going up in price is because they know the consumer will take it and doesn't care about this shit. But we gotta say that enough is a fucking enough. So, I'm just gonna say this now. Not only will I not be buying Game Pass again, which a lot of the consumers aren't doing right now, I don't think I'll ever go back. After seeing this, to me, it's not even a price increase. To me, the price increase is the straw that broke the camel's back. The price increase is representative of an industry that does not care about legacy. And this industry is so important to me. And I continue to see all these companies just take the piss on us. And I'm just, enough is a fucking enough. Yeah, that's what I gotta say on that. I hope to God, in our lifetime, the ESA has a different stance on game preservation. Because as long as they're in a lobbying, governing body of power with lobbyists, nothing will change. We can sit here all day and talk about game preservation, but as long as the ESA is still in power and still it has connections to Nintendo, to Microsoft, and to Sony, this will not stop. This will just get worse. Because they're all... The thing that people don't realize about the game industry right now is they're all a fucking cabal. They are all in this ESA governing body. This is not even like a conspiracy. They're all part of the same thing. They all do not want us to have any game preservation. They don't want us to preserve our products that we bought. And that's not acceptable as consumers. It's just not. Any form of media, it's not. I'm a big believer in right to repair. I'm a big believer in game preservation. And the fact that no one takes this shit seriously in the States is so infuriating. I hope this message goes out because, God, I'm so frustrated, man. I'm truly horrified at the future of our legacy of this business. That is all I got to say.